Hey, what's up? How y'all doing out there? It's good. It's your boy, J to the J Jones. Back at it. I keep hitting this camera. Why do I keep hitting this camera? I don't know. But anyway, how y'all doing? Listen, I just wanted to touch bases back with y'all. It's a lot to talk about. Lot to talk about. But I ain't gonna be able to talk about it all today. Sorry. I know y'all in love with me and stuff. I know y'all love me. I know deep down inside y'all saying, boy, he's so crazy. For real. But, you know, it is what it is. Listen, I just wanted to touch bases back with y'all. Two reasons. Number one, I don't want y'all to think that I'm playing. I'm dead serious. I'm going to keep annoying the shit out y'all until y'all start hitting my views up, checking me out, and whatever. And then number two, really, honestly, I just want to get y'all to thinking about something. I just got to get this off my chest, and this is something that's very, very important, and y'all need to think about it. Outside of the fact that it's the porch pirates, because the porch pirate thing is not going to end. Listen, if I catch your ass on the porch taking something, I'm busting your head open. You're getting busted, your head getting busted to white meat. All the porch pirates getting you behind whoop. For real, because, like, this ain't the year. Y'all need to, listen, wait to 2024, and then we'll probably, like, won't make no big deal out of it. Y'all can still, like, whatever. Just, you can run off whatever. This ain't the year. This the same goddamn year COVID-19 is around. So, can't nobody afford to be having nothing taken off their porch pirates. Nobody can't afford to take no losses. So, all the porch pirates, find your goddamn, go to the Reddit, people Reddit, to the Day Label, or, you know, hitchhike, sell some booty or something. I don't know. Panhandle. Everybody panhandling. Shit. I done been working on me a sign. I want a colorful sign though when I panhandle. I want to be like, I want people to be like, cause I don't know, some of the panhandlers be looking kind of crazy. I be like, man, what the fuck you doing out here? Like, you can't be panhandling and be looking a mess. But then again, I guess you can't panhandle and be dressed up. Cause I was thinking about wearing a suit. I think I'm gonna put me a Italian cut. I don't know. Cause like the whole gig up, it ain't like we don't know what the fuck you doing. You panhandling, and we know Channel 9 done expose you, all the different stations done expose you, so we know half of the panhandlers making more money than we make. They just ain't paying no taxes. So I don't know, but I'm thinking about, listen, anybody want to get together and panhandle together, man? We can find us a corner and put on some suits and just panhandle. For real, might as well. Like, I ain't finna be faking and bullshitting. My sign ain't finna say hungry, need food, none of that. I'm gonna be like, hey man, I'm panhandling, look out. You know what I'm saying? If you can stand it, do it. If you can, you should. And if you got it and you could throw me a bone, throw me a bone. With my suit on, looking sharp. Because the sharper you look, I'm gonna be like, listen, I'm looking sharp. Why wouldn't you want to throw me a bone? Because now the going rumor is, if you look like money, you will attract money. So if I go out there dressed with a suit on, it's a no-brainer. I should be making like $200-300 a day, for real. And give me a couple numbers. Like Holland, you know, a couple chicks pull up. Hey, what's up? Like, holler at the boy, you know what I'm talking about? For real. Then again, no, I'm in a relationship, and then I might get kidnapped. And then if some gays, some, you know, homosexuals get a hold to me, they might, like, you know, I don't think I can handle that. That's too much pressure. I ain't sure I'll be able to handle that. You know what I'm saying? So I take that back. I retract that last part of that. Just, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to look sharp though. That, I think looking sharp is very important to be a top panhandler. I'm trying to be, if I'm a panhandler, I'm trying to be like the best panhandler in the county. I'm talking about what I want them to be. When they put me on Channel 9, they be like, Buddy be dressed, and he ain't even playing. Like, for real. I can't wait to see a panhandler jump off in like a Lambo or something. I'm gonna be like, yes sir. Boo, I'm rooting for you. Not you porch pirates though. Screw you, porch pirates. Kill yourself. Cause this ain't the year, man. You gotta wait the next year, the year after, to be doing that. Like, Man, time's hard, man. COVID got everybody messed up, man. Y'all around here stealing stuff off people's porches. And we see who it is. We see you on the porch. The ring worked. You know what I'm saying? Because we get the picture. Even though you be like having your scarves and masks and stuff on with your hats, we really can't see. That's the whole slick shit about it. The COVID-19 got it to where everybody can wear a mask. So you really can't do nothing. You got to catch them red-handed. Listen, I'm going to tell you this the lick though. Because I'm going to tell you something. I believe, kind of like how when people be like raping people and serial killers and stuff, I believe them be people like be right around you and shit, that be watching you and keeping up with your schedule. So I think that's the same thing with the porch pirates. I think that them be your neighbors. Them be people that's like right around watching. I don't think nobody riding off from out of town trying to go steal off no damn body porch. Because that's too real. You don't know who home, who not. Ain't nobody playing that. Because in Florida, they shoot. They shoot first, then they, especially if they white, they busting your ass, and then they, you know, pretty much, you know, you're just getting shot. That's it. And you damn sure better be caught in the hood. So I think it'd be the neighbors. I think people be sitting around and they be paying attention to your schedule. So what you probably got to do is, like, if you normally leave at 8, like, leave and then, like, ride around the corner and swoop back around, and you might be able to catch them. Because I'm telling you, we got to start doing stuff like that. Because it be people that be, like, around and stuff. Like, they think they got all the sense. You ain't got all the sense now. You got, like, a whole bunch of it, but you ain't got all the goddamn sense now. So we know that you know, porch pies be smart. They don't just be... Anyway, yeah. You get caught, we busting your head to the white meat. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Because this ain't the year, man. This an off year. Like, you need to be waiting till like 2023 or 24 and then like go ham with the porch pie thing. Because we probably won't give a damn then. Because whatever. You know, everybody buff back up. Everybody back on point. Right now, it's hard, boy. 19 and 20, 21. No. You need to chill. All the porch pies, y'all need to chill. Like, for real. I ain't even playing with you. But anywho, another thing I want to talk to y'all about. Very important. We're going to stop it because, like I said, this COVID-19 year. So this is the keep it real year. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it real because you ain't got no room to be lying. Who the fuck you lying to? We know you going through. You just lost your job. So we know what time it is. We know you ain't saving no damn money. The people put it on the TV and say, you know, 85%, 60, 80% of the Americans didn't have $400. So, like, you know what I'm saying? How are we going to just automatically assume you fit into the other, like, 20% that got all this money saved up? Like, come on, man. You, like the rest of us, you struggling, you ain't saving no money, you balling out of control. You ain't think this would ever happen. So, you got caught slipping just like the rest of us. With that being said, what I was trying to get to before my brain ran to the left was, if you ain't got it and it's a rough and you going through it and you having a down patch, man, you got to get off it. My last name Jones, and I don't even be following no Joneses. Like, you got to get off of the following the Joneses. If you ain't got it and you having an off year, and like, listen, unless you're on your way up out of here with shit, ball on out, fuck it don't matter anyway. You probably gonna have some more Christmases. It's gonna be like a whole bunch of Christmases. You can miss a Christmas. So if you can't buy gifts and do all that, you gotta just keep it real. The kids know, everybody know. Like, listen, baby, this ain't the year. Boy, it's hard. Boy, them gifts don't come. Boy, I might not be able to get them gifts, like, you know, because you gotta prioritize. Live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? Save to be able to spend another day. And, you know, you might have to buck Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the ones who save and got it, hey, do you. As a matter of fact, if you can, you should. Look out. For real. If you was on point, COVID ain't catch you slipping, and you can look out, look out. That's all I can tell you. Look out, because the ones who ain't got it, if you ain't got it, man, don't be trying to like listen, man, keep it real with yourself, keep it real with everybody, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, especially like, now, come on, think about it. 9 times out of 10, you really went ham every Christmas. Like, you just went ham. You was spending, them kids, they can miss a Christmas. Your family can miss, people can miss a Christmas. This is a down year. This is an off year. This is not one of those years. You know what I'm saying? You get that stimulus check, put that money up, start saving, invest into something, get some stocks, do something. Boy, it's time to switch it up, boy. And short-term sacrifice equals long-term reward. So if you buck this year, you know what I'm saying? You got plenty of Christmas. Listen, they going to have some more Christmases. As fake as Christmas is, they going to have some more Christmases. they going to have some more Halloweens. they going to have some more Thanksgivings. So, if you miss one, it ain't the end of the world. You ain't got to be sitting at home feeling like, you crap, sit all down on yourself. Man, get on point, save your money, get yourself back on point. That way, when you get situated, you can do it big. You can do it big, because one thing you can't take away from anybody is the memories. If you got good memories, if you got good reminders of good situations that you was involved in the past, that's bigger than any money amount. Ain't nothing like memories. Why you think all the rich folks or the wealthy people, why you think they try so hard to get everybody involved? Because ain't nothing like the memories. You can have all the money in the world. I went to South Beach one time, and we went into this club, and it was like crazy mad people in the club. And it was like a whole bunch of like people with money. But I didn't know none of them. So it didn't do no good. I knew they was in the different spots that, you couldn't afford to get in unless you had money. But it was like, even then, I still didn't know who that was. I'm like, damn, who that is? Damn, who that is? I don't know them people. So that kind of like sucks. Like, that's the whole thing about celebrity fame. That's why people say, oh, I'd rather the fame than whatever. Because the notoriety of the fame, the whole status quo thing is what everybody doing it for. Everybody on the gram taking pictures doing it because they want to emulate or give the impression that they doing it big. You could be rich. It's some rich folks who we don't know nothing about, and they don't care about the spotlight. They don't care about people knowing. And you know why? Because they know how to create their own memories. Them be the people traveling, going places. You mess around and sit down with them one day, and you be like, damn, you went to where? You went where? They went everywhere. Oh, yeah, I had went to India, and I climbed up the tallest mountain. Or, yeah, I went to China. Or, that's what I'm talking about. Creating them memories. And because you miss a couple Christmases, trust me, you ain't, there's some places probably don't even know nothing about no damn Christmas. So, if you ain't got it, if that money tight, do the right thing. Preserve that cash. Set yourself up to where you can do it big later. For real. Because COVID is serious. Another thing. I ain't taking the vaccine. I ain't taking it just because I'm just real into the natural health type. I like to drink tea. I take my little turmeric and my ginger and my lemon and my honey and get me the little herbal teas. And I drink those and just try to eat healthy and stay healthy. And, that's the best thing for the cold virus, for the flu, for the COVID, all that. Because now one thing I've been noticing, the media, the news, whatever, they putting them numbers out there now. Scan the hell out of everybody. 100,000 positive tests this month and all this and that. But then now what they're not telling you, or what we're not thinking about, or what we ain't putting together is, it was 100,000 positive tests, but nobody died. Or it might have been 100,000 positive tests, and it might have been 7 people passed. Now, one death is too much. But the flu killed, I ain't got to be putting no numbers out there. Y'all know. Look it up. The flu killed tons of people a year. Cancer killed tons of people a year. It's plenty of stuff killed people tons a year. It ain't had to be no COVID. People was dying just from COPD, from smoking cigarettes. Nicotine killed the hell out of people. So people die. So dying is a part of life. You live to die. You're gonna die. That's it. I don't care. Nobody don't want to talk about it, but The reality is, your ass gonna die. You ain't gonna be here forever. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm the one to put it out there, but I'm just getting it to your blood raw. You're out of here. Now, some sooner than later, some later than sooner. I don't know. That's to be known. But we all gonna meet the same fate. We all out of here. Point blank. In the meantime, I just like to do the natural, stay healthy, try to stay on top of it. You know, if I got high blood pressure and diabetes in my family, so I be try to stay conscious and mentally, you know, aware of, you know, what I'm indulging in, and try not to do too much and try to stay on top of stuff. And that's really it. I'm not taking the vaccine. Not saying that other people shouldn't. You know, if you want to take the vaccine, take the vaccine. I don't bother me none. The more people take it, I might change my mind. Because I can do that now. I can change my mind. But in the meantime, right now, I'm standing on my stance. I ain't taking the vaccine. Point blank. When 300 million people take it, and I notice that everybody cool and ain't messing nobody up, then I might be like, okay, well, damn, yeah, maybe I should take the vaccine. But in the meantime, between time, I just don't believe that they created nothing that quick that could do me any good. I be looking at the commercials and stuff. You be looking at them commercials? Man, I was high one day. I had done smoked something. Probably some good. It was some good weed I had done smoked. And, man, I was high than the motherfucker, man. And I'm sitting there watching the commercials. I forgot what the commercial was about. It was one of them old long, fancy-ass names. You know, they got them fancy names for all the medicines now. And, man, the motherfucker started naming off all the damn side effects. Man, they named like 20 side effects. I was like, and for some reason, I'm so damn high, I'm so out there, to where I'm just really paying attention to all the side effects. Man, they named like 20 side effects. And I was like, man, I wouldn't take that. It just dawned on me. It's like the light bulb came on. Bling, bling. Like, I don't know what that cure, but I wouldn't take that shit. Because it was 20 side effects. I mean, all the drugs like that. You take a drug that's supposed to help you and it's got 20 side effects. Like, but like, I'm telling you, they real crafty with the commercials to where you don't even be thinking about that. Like, I ain't never thought about it. Man, I done heard thousands of commercials, but I don't never like be paying. Or maybe they be, because sometimes they had a little dude with the voice be talking fast as hell, so you don't hear half the damn side effects anyway. Because he been done said 7 of them before you even really caught one. And it be something, but they be real crafty with that. And I be like, man, that's too many side effects. So for them to create a vaccine for the COVID, either they done expose their hand and let me know that this all be game they be running, because they really could, you know, because it's only 2 things going on here. Either you expose your hand and your ass been having all these cures and you just trying to work the system, or you blowing smoke up my butt and ain't nothing that's true, and it's risky. So that just made me really be like, man, I don't know, because I don't think you created no cure in no, you know, less than a year. I just don't think, I mean, not a cure, but a vaccine that's supposed to help me. I don't think you did that when you're less than a year. Whereas, you know, they got all these other stuff that you've been working on for 10, 15 years, you know, and that's on my until further notice list. I got me a till further notice list. I put people on it. I put things on it. I be until further notice. Everything be suspect. It be over into my until further notice list. Because I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? It could work, but I don't know. So I'm going to put you over here into my until further notice. And then, you know, because I can take you off. I can take you off until further notice and put you into the current, and you be good. But until further notice, I'm going to put you over here until we figure this out, because I don't know. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't acting like I know, and I ain't trying to make no decisions like I know. But I know that I'm going to put you on that list until further notice. And then, you know, once we figure out whether or not, you know, that's legitimate or whatever, or, you know, I can make my calculated risk on whether or not I want to, you know, indulge in that, you know, whatever. But no, I ain't doing it. And that's just, you know, that's just me just doing my thing. But you remember, it's all about educating yourself so you can elevate. Whatever you do in life is about educating yourself to where you can elevate. That's it. it's not about right or wrong a lot of times, because you won't know a lot of things until you experience them or until you go. Now you can talk to people and get more evidence to make a better choice. But at the end of the day, the choice is yours. That it's on you. You know, that's the one individual thing that nobody shares with anybody on this planet. The choice is yours. Now you can make a calculated choice based off, you talk to 10 people and all 10 people tell you, yeah, do this because that, this, that. Then you can say, okay, well, damn, 10 people tried it. And, so you can kind of do it like a census of statistics, like, hey, okay, well, maybe this will work, so I'm going to try this. And then, you could be absolutely right on point. But you can also listen to 10 people and then it just don't work and you be wrong. And you be like, man, I listened to all them sapsuckers, man, and I still fail. Because at the end of the day, there's no definites. You just won't know. The odds are, if you go, that's why when they do clinical trials or when they do census, they try to go with the majority. The more people they can, ask a question, or the more people they can try something on, the better gauge they can get on, whether something work or whether this is a good thing. That's why sometimes somebody can be telling you a good thing. The old adage, the old saying, don't go around that corner because somebody around there, and you go around there anyway, and you whatever. Because see, what happened was you only got the information from one person, and that one person was telling the truth, but you didn't trust that enough because you maybe hadn't dealt with that person enough to really just feel sound, or it was something that made you feel like, not so sure, to where you still went and then you crashed, and then everybody, well, he such and such tried to tell you, I tried to tell you, you ain't listen. No, it's not that you didn't listen, it's this that you needed more evidence, and based on the circumstances and based on the situation, you didn't take the time to get more evidence before you made a decision. Some decisions you just make them, and you don't take the time. Because now, if you listen to the Dalai Lama or to the real monks or to, the Gandhi type people, they'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? Wise people usually be real patient. One thing about a wise person, they very patient. Very patient. They can sit there. They ain't making no fast decisions. They pause, hold on. Let me think about it. Let me evaluate. Sometimes you don't have time to do that. You technically have time, but sometimes you don't have time because you have to make a clutch decision. You have to make an instantaneous decision, and it's like a 50-50 roll. You might be right, you might not, and it happens in its life. But it doesn't mean you necessarily were wrong or right. It just you made a decision, it didn't pan out. Because now the good thing is, unless it caused you detriment, unless you died, unless you just never had a chance to make any other decisions, then you can always amend. You can always make better decisions to go a different path. You could be strung out on drugs. I've seen it. You could be strung out on drugs. I'm talking about bottom of the barrel. Pretty much, they done chalked you off. You out of there. Nobody really believe you finna be nothing. Then you turn around, you see that person 3, 4, 5 months later, and you be like, God damn, that person snapped back. They were strung out on drugs, and now they just on top of everything. They got it on point. Because what happened was, they made all these bad decisions that led them to where they at. Then the light bulb came on and they realized, man, I ain't on this no more. And then they started making other better decisions to get up out the rut. Everybody can do that. There's no one-way trip, you know what I'm saying? You can turn it around at any point. I remember a story about a murderer went to heaven, and he had been killing people his whole life. He was a crazy murderer. But when he went to heaven, he went to heaven. And everybody's like, well, how he went to heaven? Because before he died, he changed it around. And God judged him by his heart. God knew that he was actually a changed man, a good man. So he allowed him into heaven. And everybody was looking crazy but he done killed 200 people. Making bad decisions, going down that bad path you know, he did some crazy stuff. But you can always turn it around. You can always, you know, put it in reverse and, you know, make some changes. Even people that done a lot of bad stuff. So don't give up on yourself. And even if you're in a rut, even if you're going through it, even if you don't hit rock bottom, all you gotta do is just say enough is enough. I'm tired. I'm ready to do something different. It happens all the time. But you have to be the one to make the decision. Nobody can make it for you. Like, let's say you're a drug addict or alcoholic or whatever. You know, we can force you to go to rehab. We can force you to go to rehab. But if you don't really want to change, you just, you know, you just going through the motions because you figure that's what will get everybody off your back. When you really want to change, when you really want to just flip the script and just say, hey, you know what, I'm finna switch it up, finna do the right thing, then you'll do it. And everybody will be like, boy, I ain't think, you know, everybody can change. You don't always have to go, you know, sometimes it comes with age and wisdom. But even young, you can be young and you can just decide, you know, like that's why you hear the stories. People like they go to jail one time or they get in trouble one time. Years and years ago, they get in trouble. And you be like, yo, you know, and then we look at them and we be like, oh man, you lame, you ain't did nothing, you ain't lived a life. But then they got in trouble one time and they just realized, no, that wasn't for me. And they switched it up. And they, you know, changed it up. Before they got caught up or whatever, they probably was off hinges, off the chain, whatever phrase you want to use. They was wide open, you know, wild or not. Whatever phrase you want to use, you can put it in there. But, you know, they decided, they made a change. They was like, nah, that ain't me. You know, jail ain't me. Whatever they need to do to stay out of jail, that's what they was doing. Like, boy, no, I can't go back there. You know, and, you know, that's just it. We so easily want to size people up, whatever. There's a whole bunch of baby mamas. A ton of them. They man locked up, can't get no good job, just screwed because they trying to keep it too real with, I have no idea, I guess the streets. And the funny thing about keeping it real with the streets, she don't give a damn about nobody. One thing, I'm going to tell you what I learned about the streets the hard way. She'll sleep with anybody. She don't care. It don't matter. If you want to have sex with the streets, she'll have sex with you. She'll cut your throat at the first opportune chance if it's a come up for her. And there's no loyalty. She don't care. She just whatever. It's pleasure at that time for the streets. The streets is into pleasure, and a lot of us guys, we got caught up in that. Some women too, but a lot of us guys got caught up in that, and we hurt more people than we help. You know what I'm saying? We got babies, we got children, we got baby mamas, we got people who, you know, was hoping that we would be better than what we were, and we weren't. We was the scum, we was bums, we just, you know, we was being selfish and not making sacrifices. And that's something that everybody should think about. You know, you out there, who are you being loyal to? Who are you keeping it real with? What is keeping it real? That's a whole phrase I'm still trying to figure out. What the hell does keeping it real mean? Keep it real with who? What is the definition of keep it real? You could talk to 50 people and everybody got a different definition to keep it real. I ain't never seen no definition in no book. And every time I talk to somebody, ask them what they mean, everybody got their own definition to keep it real. The only common denominator I found out about keeping it real, everybody who describe it, for some reason, they always like be, as long as it like benefit them. If it keep them happy, if it keep them, you know, on top, if whatever, then you keeping it real. But if you ain't doing something that keep them on point or is benefiting them, then you ain't keeping it real. You fake, you phony, you flawed, or whatever, you know. So keep it real. I don't know. I ain't figured that out yet. I'm still trying to figure out the whole keep it real thing. I'm trying to figure out who you being loyal to. You're not being loyal to your family, because most of the drug dealers I know don't even be looking out for their family like that. They really don't. Not unless they family like in the game with them. But a lot of them be selfish. A lot of them be driving big cars and fancy and having all these baby mamas and girlfriends. And then you find out their mamas and people still live in the same neighborhoods and the hoods. So they done made 20, 30, 40, $50,000 and they ain't even thought about getting their mama 20 grand, 30 grand to put down on the house or none of that. Like that don't even come up. But they driving a Beamer or a Mercedes or one of those new fancy Audi trucks or something, you know. They looking good, but their family ain't looking good. So it's like you ain't being loyal to your family. Your baby mama, she ain't looking good. She ain't popping and doing it big. Unless she got 2 or 3 dope boy baby daddies. The girl who got 2 or more baby daddies that sell drugs, she be doing all right because she know how to work them 2 or 3 dudes and manage to stay on top, you know. Because one of them ain't going to get it. Now, that's a minority. The majority of 9 times out of 10, he got 2 or 3 baby mamas, and he don't want none of them, cause all of them want him to do the right thing, and all of them worrying about him going to jail, cause they like, damn, how the hell I'm gonna take care of these kids if this fool go to jail? So that'd be a whole big old just mess. It'd be sloppy and it'd be messy, and then he'd be sitting in jail. I was in prison with a dude, and he talked so bad about his baby mama and family, everybody. And I told him, you know, I don't know why you mad at your family and you need to be mad at yourself. I was mad at me. I wasn't mad at nobody else because they weren't out there breaking the law, penitentiary chances. They weren't doing all that. They didn't know get that money. That amazes me. Dudes be getting all that money, don't have no kind of thoughts or exit plan or nothing designed to do nothing beneficial with the money. Just hoarding the money until the police come take it or until the lawyers or somebody can get it. You just kind of living in the moment, enjoying it, you know, right then and there. Nobody thinking about the future, you know. I done had plenty chances to take 5, 10 grand and invest it into something. But I wasn't thinking about no foolishness like that. I just wasn't. Because if I was, man, if I was smart enough to be thinking like that, man, I would own a lot of property. I would own a lot of stuff. I really would. I would own a lot. I would be okay. Ain't nobody thinking about that. 75, 80, I'm gonna go on and say 80. 80% of the boys out there hustling in the streets, they ain't thinking about that. They selfish. You know, that just is. We're a selfish breed. It is what it is, you know. You can hate me, you can talk about me, whatever, but I'm gonna give it to you blood raw. We selfish as hell. We ain't thinking about all that stuff. The dude that's working every day and all that, that's really like living a normal societal life, they ain't thinking about it because it's a struggle. It's a constant struggle and battle. And so every time they get a little win, they be trying to make the best out of it. We don't think like that. We used to taking thousands of dollars and just blowing it, just doing whatever. That's the problem with them athletes and all that, and them people, you know, get millions and millions of dollars and then end up broke because no educational fortitude. No educational fortitude. No foundation. That's why I keep saying it. I'm going to say it one more time. Forget it. Everybody need to get this book because it ain't going to solve all your problems, but it's going to get you to thinking about the right thing. And the right thing is understanding the economy, understanding the value of the dollar, actually what the dollar is. The dollar is just a tool. Money is just a tool. That's it. All money's supposed to do is make more money. If you're not using your money to make more money, you misusing your money. The money, you wasting it. It's just a waste. It's just you just holding on to it until somebody can come along and put it to better use. You just a holder. You a placeholder. You a placeholder ass motherfucker. That's what you are. You a placeholder ass motherfucker. You don't even realize it. You're just holding it for somebody else to come along and really make some money off of it. Really make it do what it's supposed to do. We got to get off of that. We got to really, really just get a better understanding of money. Get a better understanding of what true value is and what can help us gain more money and more value. That's what's important for the long haul. Because if we can do that, then we can change and start having generational wealth, start having futuristic situations, and then you'll gain more respect. Society in general. Society respects winners. Society respects people, and we calculate, we calculate and categorize people with excess money as winners. We don't know how they won. We don't know what they doing, but they won. They can just have they can have a job making 6 figures a year. But in our mind, most people look at that as that's a winner because they figuring out how to make more money than they need. That's just a winner. And it is what it is. It's the truth. Everybody want to be down with a winner. So when you're winning, but now the problem is resourcefulness is very important. A lot of the guys that's out in the street hustling and whatever with all that money, we're not doing the right thing with it. We're not utilizing it, setting it up to where, and it can happen. Because now I'm gonna tell you what. Now there's no success stories when it comes to that, but I have noticed this. If you think about like the foreigners, the Mexicans, the Colombians, the Brazilians, all the people. Now, if you think about them people, now, but when they become drug kingpins and stuff, we start looking at them and, scrutinizing them and be like, oh man, El Chapo is a drug king, whatever. But them people made a lot of power moves before we even get to know who they are. El Chapo was big and powerful way before he hit by the time he hit our TV screens, by the time we started figuring out who he was, the government was on him and he had done made it. He was booming. But yeah. We just gotta take advantage of that. And just, think about it. Listen. I'm not advising y'all to be doing nothing wrong. I think everybody should actually be doing something good. If you can, you should. But if you are, it's a better and more wiser way to do things. And they know you ain't got to be, you need to be looking out. You need to be thinking because there ain't no success stories. We all end the same. You either end up back normal if you blessed, or you end up in jail or dead, or you know that story. You either end up normal. Them the 3 outcomes. You either end up back normal because you done lost everything and you back to normal, and you managed to just duck the dragon. You either end up dead because somebody kill you and try to take everything you got, or you end up in jail forever because the government don't like you. And they just figure, you're a piece of scum, so we're going to lock you away. So probably want to do a better job of just putting yourself in position to win and coming up with a damn good exit strategy. Because they coming. Somebody coming. I don't know who coming, but somebody coming. And if you stick around in that arena, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So, but anyway, hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Porch Pirates, I'm telling you, I'm watching y'all. And there ain't no ring. I'm looking out the window. I'm riding around the corner. I'm going to keep up. I'm telling you, it be some of them neighbors, y'all. It be the neighbors. I'm telling you now, it be the neighbors now. Y'all better watch it. But anyway, appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's your boy J to the J Jones. Another episode of J Experiment. AKA, if it's all right with y'all, hey, hit me up. Check me out. All that good stuff. You know how we do it. Peace.